Mr. Speaker.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we recognize Representative Antonio Tino of ACT Teachers Party List to resume his interpellation.
The representative from ACT Teachers Party List is now recognized.
Maraming salamat, Mr. Speaker. Magandang umaga sa sponsor. Kanina po sabi ko walang tanong pero may humabol po ng mga tanong kaya magtatanong po muna tayo. Okay. Una po, kasama po sa 1.8 billion budget na proposed ng NCIP, meron pong amount 58.04 million pesos para sa payapa at masaganang pamamayanan program. Tama po ba? At ang sabi po sa special provision number 1 ng budget na ito, payapa at masaganang pamamayanan program, the amount of 58,042,000 pesos appropriated herein for the Payapa at Masaganang Pamayanan Pamana program shall be used exclusively to implement projects in conflict-affected areas already identified by the OPAP group. Tama po?
Yes,
okay, so
Mr. Honor.
May we be informed kung ano-ano po yung mga projects na ito since they are already identified. Ibig sabihin, meron na pong listahan. Tama po ba?
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Speaker. The budget will be allocated to educational assistance program and support to LET and other board exams, which amounts to almost 245 million. And the IP Youth Organization under Impramto, which is allocated 26.8 million. Leadership trainings, entrepreneurship program, which is part of TESDA, and this already has a memorandum of agreement. And for the LET passers, during the period of 2019 to 2024, which is around 127, will be given support for their board exams.
Mr. Speaker, Madam Sponsor, ayaw po natin ng mga lump sum, no? At kung titingnan po natin, again, ayaw natin ng mga lump sum dahil nakikita natin, lalo pa, no, sa issue ng corruption sa flood control, no, ay talagang inaabuso. Merong abuso kapag merong lump sum funds. Kailangan balikan yung mga naging ruling ng Supreme Court regarding the General Appropriations Act na dapat line itemized ang bawat nilalaman ng pambansang budget, no, for first of all for the sake of transparency. So kaya po meron po bang itemization?
Yes.
No, ang paggamit sa 58 million pesos na ito na bahagi ng Pamana program?
Yes, Mr. Honor, your Speaker. So far, we have identified 7 operating units, 7 regions, which is the central office, with 922,000 for CAR, 8 million, for Region 4B, 4 million, for Region 9, 31,200,000, for Region 11, 11 million. For Region 12, 160,000. For Region 13, 2.760 million. A total of 58,042,000. And to be more precise,
yes,
we have 1,372 beneficiaries for the college assistance, for the Pamana College Assistance, with 465 males, 907 females. And for the LETs, we have a total number of 136 beneficiaries with 59 male and 77 female. I hope that that breakdown is acceptable to you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, Madam Sponsor. So nabigyan po tayo ng regional breakdown. So paghahati-hati ng 58 million, and there was a mention of beneficiaries. So am I to understand that the amount will go to the beneficiaries mentioned. So students, parang scholarships po ba? At saka let po ba? So
Yes.
mga let takers,
Yes,
that's the
Mr.
licensure
Speaker.
exam for teachers. Am I correct?
Yes, you're correct,
So
Mr.
yun lang po ang pupuntahan niya.
Yes po.
Okay. So, kung maaari po, Mr. Speaker, Madam Sponsor, ay bigyan na lang po kami ng written and detailed itemization of the amounts. Maraming salamat po. Okay, ngayon naman po, hinggil sa mandato ng NCIP. No, of course, inaasahan na ito ang ahensya ng gobyerno na titindig para sa karapatan ng mga indigenous peoples. Tama po ba?
Yes,
Yes.
Mr. Speaker.
Okay. Ngayon, may concern po tayo dahil ang concern po natin ay nagpapatuloy pa rin po ang human rights violations sa mga IP, Indigenous Peoples and Indigenous Peoples communities in the course of the counterinsurgency operations of the Marcos Jr. administration. No? So, ito po ang tanong. Ito po ang tanong. Lately po ay may mga nag-uulat po na mga IP communities that they have suffered from airstrikes o yung pambobomba. Binobomba po ang kanilang mga komunidad. No? Let me cite several cases. Hindi bababa sa 10 ang insidente na na-record na pambobomba sa lupang ninuno o komunidad ng mga katutubo. Ilan sa mga ito ay ang naganap sa Dipakulaw and Maria Aurora in Aurora Province. This was in May 20 and 21, 2024. Dalawang helicopter ng 91st Infantry Battalion ang sumuyod sa mga iba't ibang barangay ng bayan ng Dipakulaw at Maria Aurora at nagbagsak ng mga bomba sa mga bukid. Isa pa po, Balbalan, Kalinga, Hunyo 7, 2024. Nagsagawa ng airstrikes at military combat operations ang 54th Infantry Battalion at 503rd Infantry Brigade sa Barangay Maling, Balbalan, Kalinga. Another incident, Mansalay, Oriental Mindoro, Marso 1, 2025, March 1. Nagbagsak ng 4 na bomba ang 2 helikopter sa Sitio Lomboy, Barangay Panaytayan, Mansalay, Oriental Mindoro. At apektado dito ang pamayanan ng mga Mangyan Hanunuo. No? Meron po bang, ano po ang ginawa ng NCIP sa harap ng ganitong mga atake sa mga indigenous peoples communities, particularly use of airstrikes? Binobomba po sila ng militar. Meron po bang ginawa ang NCIP sa mga partikular na insidenteng ito?
Mr. Speaker, Your Honor, NCIP coordinated closely with other agencies like the Armed Forces of the Philippines, the DSWD, to provide and local government hospitals to provide the necessary assistance for the victims of such harassments and such incidents.
Mr. Speaker, Madam Sponsor, parang general po yung statements. If you are saying that the NCIP provided specific assistance
On the part of
during these
NCIP
incidents, then I would like
breakdown.
an actual report, no?
Ah.
Hindi po tayo payag na parang, sorry to say this po, parang may pagka-general po yung statement, no? Sa actual po ay present ba on the ground yung NCIP at nagbigay ng actual na tulong sa mga komunidad sa mga insidenteng nabanggit ko?
Okay, yes, Mr. Speaker, Your Honor, we will provide the actual data and records of reports of the close coordination that NCIP committed to, and also the quick response that they made during those incidents.
Meron po bang pahayag ng kondemnasyon na ginawa ang NCIP sa pambobomba sa mga komunidad ng IP?
Mr. Speaker, Your Honor, yes, there was condemnation of what happened, and statement was released by NCIP to condemn the incident.
Okay. So, kung maaari po ay bigyan tayo ng kopya ng mga statement na ito, no? Again, hindi po generic yung sa mga actual na mga insidente na ito po. Is the sponsor assuring this representation that the NCIP actually issued statements to condemn these particular incidents in Dipakulaw, Aurora, Balbalan, Kalinga, and Mansalay Oriental, Mindoro? Categorical po.
Yes, Mr. Speaker, we will provide you a copy on, furnish you the copy of statement.
Thank you. At hihintayin po natin yan bago po matapos ang deliberasyon. Kailan po natin makukuha? Kailan po natin makukuha? Kasi hanggang Thursday lang po tayo rito.
Mr. Speaker, Your Honor, we can give you the reports tomorrow. However, I would like to stand corrected that
Yes.
there were no public condemnations, but there were actual, but we can furnish you the reports of the coordination and the quick response that the NCIP performed during the incidents of
Okay.
harassment.
Okay, so yun nga po ang point. And buti na lang, kinorek nyo po. Sabi nyo kanina may statement na nilabas, pero ngayon wala naman po pala. No? So we will await these reports of coordination. No? At tignan natin kung ano ang nilalaman. Bahagi rin po sa mga insidenteng pinarating sa tinatawang ito ay 3 katutubong kabataan ang pinatay ng mga armadong puwersa ng Estado, so military or other security forces. J.L. Maligday Amangyan, killed on April 7, 2024. Kuni Cuba Amanobo Dulangan, killed on June 8, 2024. Eleuterio Ugking Amanobo, killed on June 6, 2025. Is the NCIP aware of the killings of these 3 young indigenous persons? At meron po bang ginawa ang NCIP para imbestigahan o suportahan ang mga pamilya ng mga biktimang ito na naghahanap ng hustisya?
And they have provided assistance in the amount of 5,000 pesos for the Mangyan in Mindoro, and they've provided legal assistance through the local governments. This is precisely the reason why we're asking for an increase in budget for this 2025, because the NCIP does not have funds for financial assistance in such cases.
Thank you for the update, Mr. Speaker, Madam Sponsor. Nabigyan daw ng NCIP ng 5,000. I suppose this refers to JL, the family of JL Maligday, yung Mangyan.
Yes, po, the Mangyan.
Opo. So but more than financial assistance, Mr. Speaker, I think mas ang expectation sa NCIP, no, ay una, kondinahin ang mga pagpatay. Pangalawa, suportahan ang panawagan ng mga pamilya at komunidad nila para sa hustisya. No? Kaya hindi lang po ito usapin ng dapat dagdagan ng budget. No? Kailangan matigil po ang pag-atake sa mga IP, sa mga indigenous peoples, lalo na yung mga IP na lumalaban para sa kanilang lupang ninuno. Okay, kaugnay po nito, may mga ulat pong nakarating sa atin na hindi lang sa, ito po, babasahin ko, pagbabakod sa lupang ninuno ng mga Mangyan Iraya sa sitio Malatabaco sa Abra de Ilog Occidental, Mindoro, at pangaharas at pagkakaso sa kanila. So, biktima po ang mga IP, Mangyan Iraya, sa Abra de Ilog Occidental, Mindoro. Victims of harassment. Ayon po sa ulat nila, NCIP pa mismo ang nagtutulak sa kanila na isuko ang laban sa kanilang lupang ninuno. Ano po ang masasabi ng NCIP dito? Na yung mga tauhan pa ng NCIP ang nagsasabi, huwag na kayong lumaban, inaagaw ang kanilang lupang ninuno, huwag na kayong lumaban.
Mr. Speaker, I would like to clarify, is this the Peaceland Corporation?
Yes. Yes, Madam Speaker. Yes, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, we would like to clarify that that was not the case because the Peaceland Corporation has the title to the property and, in fact, won the court case for ejectment of the IPs. And,
So talagang
but, Mr. Speaker, we would also like to inform the good speaker that the NCIP is helping the community that was ejected from the property.
So yung korporasyon nanalo sa korte, talo ang mga grupo ng Iraya Mangyan kaya pinatatalsik na sila.
Yeah.
Okay. Yun po ang kaso.
Yes po, Mr. Speaker,
I mean,
but there
again-
is also a pending appeal in
Okay.
court, and the NCIP is providing legal assistance to the IPs that were ejected from the property.
Well, ang ulat po rito ay NCIP pa raw ang nangungumbinsi na wag nang lumaban. No? So, tama po ba yun? O totoo po ba yun o hindi?
No, Mr.
Hindi
Speaker,
totoo,
we would like to deny that.
Okay. We deny. Okay. Isa pang issue ng mga molbog sa Maria Hangin, Bugsok, Palawan. Ayon sa ulat na nakarating sa atin, involved din ang NCIP sa pagkakaso sa kanila na dinedepensahan lang ang karapatan nila sa kanilang lupa. Ano po ang masasabi ng
Mr.
NCIP rito?
Speaker?
NCIP pa raw ang nagkaso sa mga mulbog
Mr.
sa
Speaker,
Palawan.
NCIP would like to state that it is a titled land, and it was not NCIP who filed the case, but an employee of NCIP, former employee of NCIP.
A former employee of NCIP. Okay. Former po, former na.
Yes po, former
Okay.
NCIP.
Okay. So, again, yet another land dispute. Of course, pagka IP po, usually it is a land dispute. At alam naman natin, kung usapin na ng mga titulo, kadalasan talaga dihado ang mga IP dyan. Tapos kung dadalhin sa korte, kadalasan din, predictable ang outcome, sila ang natatalo. No? Anyway, thank you for that clarification. Pero yun nga, no, ang feeling ng mga IP communities na ito ay hindi sila nabibigyan ng proteksyon at suporta, lalo na sa pagrespeto sa kanilang karapatan sa kanilang lupang ninuno. No? Mr. Speaker, hanggang doon na lamang po ang ating interpellation. Maraming salamat po sa inyo.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, Your Honor.